up its melody, my camera broke down and I thought for sure I wasn't going to be able to get a video out, but I decided to just go ahead anyway. The show must go on and use my vlogging camera. So if it sounds like I'm underwater or I'm filming the next episode of Finding Nemo, that's probably what's happened, but we're going to do our best. And today we're going to be talking about the best items in the Container Store. And if you like organization videos, this is definitely your channel. After minimalism, organization is my absolute favorite subject of all time. And so I try to keep organization as simple as possible. Today we're going to be talking about the things that you should definitely check out if you're anywhere near a Container Store. Most of the things at the Container Store you can just get online, so there's no point in perusing all of the shelves. I have been to the Container Store more times than I would like to admit. In fact, I think I know the Container Store better than most of the employees because I've been in there so long. I have a whole vlog on just touring the entire Container Store, so I literally have a map of it now. But these are the highlights, and the very first item is these lockup containers. When you go and get travel size containers, they're about 3 ounces or 2 ounces. That's way too much product. Think about how long it takes you to get through 3 ounces of product. If you're anything like me, it can take you months. This is the perfect amount. But see, the reason why most people don't keep their toiletries in little containers is because they get all jumbled around and we lose them or they spill. So these are perfect because they lock onto each other. So you can make 2 columns. So it's like you have 2 3-ounce containers. And if you want to know what I keep in these, just look in the down bar because I have everything in the down bar. If you buy these on Amazon, you're going to have to get, I think it's 12 or 18 at a time. And you might be thinking, whoa, that's a lot of containers. How am I ever going to get through that? I personally use 6 because I use them for jewelry and other things other than just products. But you can give them to family members too in your house. You can give each family member 3 or 4. If you only want to get one at a time, the Container Store is the perfect store to check that out. And the very next item is a really cool item that's only $2. So this is probably one of the biggest steals in the Container Store. This travel hairbrush that packs really compact. And if I had shorter hair, I would just use this brush all the time. So if you're a guy, you can get away with this no problem. But basically it pops out like this, so it's pretty cool. And then it pops back in. It has a mirror, which I don't know what the mirror is for because there's no way to use the hairbrush and also look in the mirror while it's going down. There's a mirror on one side, and then there is a hairbrush on the other. It's again in the travel section, just like the lockup containers. And right next to the travel section is the pill cases or the little containers. And a pill case is perfect for travel because if you're gonna get a headache, it's going to be on the plane or with a time zone change. And if you're gonna get your period, of course it's gonna be in vacation. Murphy's Law. Whenever I used to work as a court reporter in court, the only time that you get bombarded with jobs is right when you're about to get on vacation. You know the feeling. So if something bad is going to happen, it's going to be when you least expect it. Having a pill case and having earplugs really helps to bring down the likelihood of something bad happening. And you can also keep your earplugs in these lockup containers. The very next thing that I really like at the Container Store is the Elfa shelf mats. It's probably the Container Store's best kept secret. They only keep it in the back, so you have to nudge a Container Store employee and say, hey, you got the goods. I have $5. It is extremely affordable and it has so many uses. This is probably my favorite Container Store item. You can cut it down into placemats. You can cut it down to go under your toaster so your toaster isn't bleeding crumbs all over your shelves and you constantly have to clean inside of your cupboards or on your countertop. You can keep it underneath your sink if you have a lot of cleaners. You can keep it under your shoes so the dust on your shoes aren't filtering down onto your clothes if you have the metal racks. There's a gazillion uses for the shelf mats. If you are going to cut it down to the size of a placemat, make sure that it's going to fit in the dishwasher. So when you're closing the dishwasher, it's not getting caught on the top shelf. I use cutting boards for my placemats. Either one works. The next item is utilizing vertical space, and that's utilizing this plate organizer. And again, you can get these online, but it's sometimes better to look at it in person. And these plate organizers are something you do once and you never have to think about ever again. So I have 3 in my house, and every time I organize people's pantry, I always get a couple of these and some can organizers, which you can also get at the Container Store. But in American houses, at least, they make the shelves very high up. So then there's a lot of empty space. In Europe or in Norway, the shelves were very at a moderate level, so they fit just the right amount of cups and plates. But here you really got to maximize it out. So how you do that is you get a shelf organizer, and you can keep your plates and your mini cutting boards and your saucepans and other things, so that things aren't all nesting inside of each other and they're difficult to reach. Especially when you store things high up, you don't want things to be nesting because it's very difficult to get things out of each other. The next item also uses vertical space, and that's this freezer organizer. It's actually in the office section. And basically, if you have all bags in your freezer that's always falling on top of each other, you know, veggie bags or anything like that, just get 2 of these, and they don't have to be this exact file organizer, but you get some file organizer, and then you can organize your freezer space a lot better. So a lot of our freezers are just one big empty block, and so all of our stuff's falling all over each other. So this is the way you solve that. The very last thing that I own from the Container Store is an acrylic shelf, and those acrylic shelves are perfect for decor, for plants, for even a trash can. I used to have it in the bathroom, and I would prop up my trash can on an acrylic organizer, which is perfect because when it's propped up, then it's easier to get the trash in without missing. And also I could vacuum and sweep and mop without moving anything off the floor because everything's always elevated. So you know me, the way I like to organize is hide everything and elevate the rest. So getting a clear shelf for your trash can really help with that. And also you can use them to store your shoes on them. So there's so many uses for these, and they're very affordable at only about $10 or $12. I found them on Amazon, not the exact one, but very close. So I'll link that also in the down bar. And then the last thing is I just want to talk about 3 items that I don't own personally, but that I think could really benefit most people. So if you have coupons and receipts to organize in the office section, again, you can find poly envelopes, and those poly envelopes, you can keep all of your receipts organized very well. And then another thing that's really great is they have this Elfa shelf dividers. So they're clear acrylic shelf dividers, so you can have your sweaters, your bags, and then your shoes, for instance, and there's these clear shelf dividers that look so stunning. I love clear. So they look really stunning, and they take up no space, and basically you have to have a wooden shelf. So if your closet has a wooden shelf, this will work perfectly. I have metal shelves, so it's not going to work for me. If I had wooden shelves, I would definitely buy these because they make everything look so clean and divide them into categories so things aren't falling into each other. And the very last item that I also don't have is the drop front shoe organizer. And the reason why I don't have this is because I don't own that many shoes. But if you do, this is the perfect way to organize them because it opens from the front. So you don't have to be moving all your shoe boxes one after the other to get the one on the bottom. You just open it from the front and you can get the shoe out. That's amazing. So that's one of my favorite all-time Container Store products. So I hope that this video helped you out so you know what things to look out for in the Container Store. All of these things can be found in only 3 sections, which is the travel section, the office section, and the kitchen section. So most of the other things you can find online easily. So I hope this video helped you out. If you like organization videos, I hope you subscribe so that we see you in the next minimalist video. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.